Hello Gemini, and welcome to your September new moon reading in the sign of Virgo. As a reminder, these new moon readings are good from new moon to new moon. So these are energies that are going to transpire or be available to you for this full moon cycle. And also, as always, I've already pre-shuffled and meditated with all the decks so that we can get started right away. And if this message resonates with you, be sure to check out the energy clearing video that I do for the collective at every month as well. All right. At the center of your reading, you have innocence, childhood, conscious energies, you have stillness, lake, subconscious energies, you have completion, full moon, required for resolution is compassion, love, and outcome is release, fall. All right, Gemini, timing wise, I feel like you guys are very aligned right now, that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. At the center of your reading, you have innocence, childhood, and this to me is talking about it's two things. It's needing to forgive yourself, needing to be kinder, more gentler to yourself, needing to see yourself with the same compassion that you would see 3-year-old you. And Taurus got this card too, so I'm gonna give you guys the same message. When we think of our younger selves, that to me it was explained to think of it as like a tree, right? So like every age that we go through is a ring on the tree. So you are always in that sense like your younger self, like you're always all of you, all your years, all your ages. And so I'm getting that in addition to being kinder to yourself and to always having that gentleness for yourself, for some of you there might be childhood wounds that you need to address. It's almost like we can't keep holding on to certain things. They're getting too heavy. Conscious energies, you've got stillness, lake. So you might already know that you need some quiet in your life. You need some stillness. You need some time for yourself. You need a time to pause, to breathe, just to restore your energies, even in the busyness of what you might be going through. So it's like just being okay with that stillness, making time for that stillness for yourself. Because subconscious energies, you've got full moon completion. There is, if there's been anything that has been confusing for you, I'm getting that you'll have that illumination, that understanding come the full moon. So if you set your intentions right about now to have understanding, to have clarity, it'll probably come through for you at the full moon. In addition to that, this is also talking about having completion when it comes to a certain cycle, having resolution, having been almost like closing a chapter, feeling complete in regards to a certain situation, to a certain someone, a dynamic. It can be anything, right? It can be personality traits. There's just a part of you that's getting ready to close out and have resolution with that specific subject in your life. And you have compassion as required for resolution and love. And this is compassion for yourself, compassion for others, maybe even a little bit of change in perspective, right? Maybe that compassion will be more easier for you to access in the stillness and quiet. But that infusion of compassion is going to help you have this release. It's going to help you let go, especially come fall, right? Last day of summer is September 22 in the Northern Hemisphere, and we shift into fall. And so fall can definitely be a time of release for you, of letting go, of completing maybe a difficult cycle even for some of you. But you are at the center of this release, right? Your outlook towards yourself, and maybe just old wounds that we're ready to heal and let go of. All right, Gemini. Let's pull some tarot to get clarity on these energies. At the center of your reading, you have the High Priestess is being released and strength coming up for you. Oh my God. Okay. This is talking about surrendering to your intuition, surrendering to your higher self, listening to the higher callings that you're being given, and answering to them. And you have strength coming up for you. So this might be a little bit of a difficult time for you. This might be very emotionally intense, maybe even to look towards the past. But you definitely are being supported spiritually if you call that support in, because you do have the strength within you to move past this. Being released is Knight of Swords. Coming up for you is Five of Swords. So this is talking about, with Knight of Swords is being released and needing to slow down. There is no need to rush things. There is no need to charge ahead. No need to force. No need to hurry up and get something done. Don't even feel bound by the timing of the full moon, right? There is no rush to get anywhere, anything. There's no chance of missed opportunities. We don't need to rush through this time. We don't need to rush through the last bits of these lessons I'm getting. And you have Five of Swords coming up, so there might be fighting or struggling in your environment, or even just within you, that has been coming up. Maybe fighting old energies. It just could be fighting in family dynamics. But nonetheless, it's saying that your medicine is going to be in making sure that you are in a space of quietness and stillness before even having to respond to anything. Being very mindful of what you give your energy to. Because on the other side of completion, you've got the Death card coming up for you. And the Death card does not signify a physical death in any way, shape, or form. I would never predict that. This is a card of transformation, of surrendering to your transformation. It's almost like maybe you've been afraid of who you could become. Maybe you've been afraid of who you could be if you didn't self-sabotage. But no more. This is going to be entirely up to you. It's like you have this change, this transformation of who you are coming up, but maybe you've been trying to stuff it down, delay it, not look at it. Maybe it feels a little bit too hurtful. and it's putting you in this Eight of Swords energy. So if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling bound, tied down, like you can't move forward, like you don't really know your options, like no matter what you try or do or try to logically push through it, you're not really getting through anywhere. This is why there's something that you need to address within yourself. There's a shift that needs to happen with how you treat yourself, and probably a lesson from your past that needs to be released and healed. Have the Ace of Pentacles as being released, Ace of Coins, and you have the Magician as coming up for you. So again, if there has been any delay, I feel like you really want this new beginning when it comes to money or career or just a different way of having income. Not quite this second. It is available to you, but first there's other things that need to be tended to, right? We need to have compassion and love for the situation and ourselves to help manifest what you actually want. So any blocks that you might be experiencing are on an energetic level. It is a changing and healing of your energy that's going to help call this in. It's almost like you just want this new like money to come in, and you want to stuff down whatever in your past has been hanging around. But not, I'm getting like you're almost like blocking yourself, right? Because the new you that's trying to emerge, you're trying to disregard. But that new you is the one that's going to bring you this money. So empower yourself to manifest what you actually want. Empower yourself to manifest your healing, to have that clarity and understanding, that insight, that wisdom to what it is that you need to release if you don't yet know. And you have a Five of Coins as being released, and the Five of Wands as coming up. So you have like 3 fives coming up for you, and this is showing a little bit of a difficulty, a little bit of a struggle, a little bit of hardship, maybe a lot of hardship, maybe even loneliness for some of you guys. But this is saying don't worry about money. Don't worry about being alone. You are not alone. There is always support and love for you in your friend circle, in the spirit world. Should you request for that help, right? Surrender into your intuition already. So that can be released. That hardship that you've been through, it's enough. It's ready to let go, especially as we move into autumn, which is very, very soon. And you have a Five of Wands energy coming up. And while this can mean like opposition, I'm getting that this is more of like a personal struggle. Any struggles that you might be incurring, feeling within you, right? But it's again asking you to be strong, to step into, to let your intuition guide you, to know where you need to take a stand, to know where you need to stand up for yourself, to know like where you actually need to put up a fight. And fighting for yourself and fighting for your voice is a very noble cause. All right, Gemini. This is kind of a serious reading for you guys, but let's pull more tarot to get more clarification on these energies. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So for this part of the reading, I'm going to we're going to look at all the energies that we're trying to let go of during this moon cycle. And then we'll look at everything that is coming up for you guys. good enough before I go crazy. All right, at the center of your reading, you have Two of Spring, and this is the Two of Wands, and I'm gonna read this one to you. And it says, a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. So you do have this opportunity like trying to come through for you, but you might not see it yet. Your hard work and your creativity is going to pay off, but if there are delays, if there are blockages, it's because there's something that you need to work through. There's an energy shift that needs to happen for you. Being released is a life experience, and I'm going to read it to you. And it says, let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So if there is a life-changing event that has happened, it might have you feeling a little bit off balance, right? But know that this is trying to come in through for your own alignment, and it is asking you to release and let go. Like, what more can you let go? What beliefs about yourself can you let go? What expectations, negative expectations, can you let go and release to help you move through this time? You've got the Hermit. Find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Again, this is talking about surrendering into your higher intuition, surrender to getting help from someone to help you through this process. Taking time out for yourself, this stillness, this quietness. It's all right if you could take a time out just for yourself, for your well-being, for your introspection, for your own like personal healing and nurturing. And you've got Ace of Spring, and this is Ace of Wands, and this is also a new beginning. It's talking about like new opportunities, fearlessness, happy to pursue your truest dreams. And this is being put on pause. It's being put on hold. It's available to you, but not quite right this second, right? Because you're stopping your transformation. How can this new beginning come in for you? This new passion, this new money, when you don't allow yourself to be the person that needs to be to get that outcome, if that makes sense. And you've got the Ace of Summer of being released, and this is Ace of Cups. And I'm going to read the bottom line to you, which is talking about the awakening of psychic abilities and spiritual opportunities. So this is again telling me that maybe you've been putting off connection to your spirituality. Maybe you've been trying to set it off to the sideways, and it's actually kind of hurting you because you have 3 aces in the space of being released, right? So it's kind of like you're not really embracing them yet. It's like you're letting them fall off to the sides. So let's look at the energies that are coming up for you. And you've got renewal. And it says, review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. And again, this is talking about that energy of compassion, the closing up of a new cycle. There is a new future, and it's almost like you're right at the cusp, but you're like maybe even clinging to the old you. So this is why it's telling you to take that time to have that introspection, to have that review, to have that sit down conversation, being very honest about what it is that you want and what it is that you can let go of. And you've got the dreamer coming up for you, and it says, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, and trust yourself. And this is the Fool card in traditional tarot, and this is a new opportunity, right? That joyous, optimistic point of view where you're ready to jump in head first, to dive into this new beginning, to go on that new path, to embrace your soul purpose. It is coming up for you, but it's coming up for you on the other side of letting go old belief systems, right? You're coming from like releasing and then embracing something new. And this isn't something that we need to rush through or even have figured out in the next month. These are just energies and messages that you need to hear and understand to help you navigate this month. Because you have the 10 of Autumn coming up, and I see the 10 of Autumn as 10 of Coin as like being supported by your ancestors, being supported in the physical world, and being supported by the spiritual world. And then I'm going to read the actual card to you, and it says, take steps to ensure the financial security of your children and other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions, right? And so this this kind of like family success, whatever you define family as whatever you define family as, right? But making sure that like you're happy in your own home, and home to me can also be happy within your own self. And so, but this is coming on the other side of that energy of feeling stuck, of feeling bound. It's coming on the other side of your own transformation. And you've got 4 of Summer coming up for you. And so to me, this is 4 of Cups, but to me, this is an energy of feeling almost like discontent, disillusioned, feeling like things didn't work out for me, or they're not going how they're supposed to, they're not going how I wanted them to. But it's also an energy of like not even being able to see what's actually in front of you, like not even looking to the future, because we're so caught up looking towards the past, or at past patterns, or at negative patterns, that it doesn't allow you to see what's actually coming for you. So I'm going to read it to you, and it says, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life, right? So instead of, or like the medicine to help you move out of this energy is to move into the Magician energy and actually embrace your own manifestation skills to create or manifest a life that you do want, or even manifest the person that you want to be. Oh, this is beautiful for the last card. It's the Star. Look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So yes, we are very well aware that this might be a sensitive and difficult time for you, but you have this healing available to you on the other side of so much release, on the other side of allowing yourself to look to the future. And I understand if there's sadness coming up for you, that might be a little bit difficult to keep you from actually looking to the future. But try and spend like equal times, right? For every moment you're looking to the past, make a moment to imagine, to dream, to contemplate a new beginning, because you have the Fool, you have manifestation skills, you have healing, and this is a wish come true, right? It's available to you. It doesn't mean it's all gonna come to pass in 1 month, but these are just kind of like the energies that are available to you, and it's up to you to how much you empower yourself to actually do this work. So to close out your reading, I'm going to pull out a chakra card, And you have Amazonite, truthful speaking communication, throat chakra. Amazonite heals the throat chakra and mends broken communication patterns in your life. You have pulled this card because it's time for you to speak your truth, whether it's finding the right words, communicating with loved ones, or expressing yourself honestly. This card also calls you to set aside your computers, cell phones for a while, since Amazonite is a believer of geomagnetic stress. Meditate with Amazonite to enable heartfelt communication and shed the negative energetic waves emitted by your electronic devices. So this might definitely be the medicine that you need for this new moon to new moon cycle. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it right there. If this message resonates with you, check out the collective energy clearing video, and I'll be sure to do some throat chakra work for you guys. All right, we'll see you at the next new moon. Bye.